So now we are going to make eggless red velvet cupcake. So the ingredients here I have is the all-purpose flour, sugar, baking soda, cocoa powder, and they will be the dry ingredients. I am going to add that into the bowl, sift them and put them into the bowl. Now on top of that I am going to add all the liquids together: milk, curd, oil, vanilla extract, vinegar, and that's red food coloring. So all the liquids will go in, and then I'm going to beat it together until we have a beautiful batter. It's a very simple recipe, and then we are going to fill the batter in the prepared cupcake tray, and that's been lined with the cupcake liners. Okay, and this needs to get baked at 180 degrees Celsius, so we need to keep the oven preheating. Okay, so I'm going to put the liquid ingredients aside because I'm going to need them after putting the dry in. I'm going to use the stand mixer. You could use your handheld beater and a bowl as well. Now into this I'm going to use the metal sieve and drop the all-purpose flour in, baking soda, cocoa powder, and this I'm going to sift it in. And to this I'm going to add sugar and use a wire whisk and mix it together. So into this I'm going to add in the liquids: milk, curd, oil, vanilla extract, red food coloring, and the vinegar. Now this I am going to put in the stand mixer and start beating on slow speed until they all combine together, and then increase the speed until I have the final batter. So now it's been beating for about 3 minutes, and the batter looks super smooth. I'm going to show: clear up the paddle, clean the beater, I'm going to show how the batter looks on the inside. So if you are using a handheld beater or a stand mixer with a paddle attachment that does not have the silicone sides like I have, you need to scrape it down once or twice in between and then beat. Now the total time for beating would have taken anywhere between 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, but in between it is good that you scrape it down at least twice. Okay, so now I am going to fill the prepared baking tray using an ice cream scoop. Just fill them 2/3 full. Okay, so depending on the size of the liner used, you might be able to fill up maybe 4 more such cupcake molds. Now this I have filled 12, and this I will be filling for the next batch, or use another set of the pans to bake the remaining batter. Now this will go into the oven to get baked at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes, and let me get back and show you how they look. And now for you to know when to stop, after 20 minutes insert a toothpick into the center of one cupcake, and if it comes out with wet crumbs or dry, then you know the cupcake is baked well. If you have batter sticking to the toothpick, which is wet batter, then you know you have to pop it back into the oven every 3 minutes, take it back and then insert toothpick to check if it comes out clean, and then you know you have to cool them on wire rack. And then let me do that and get back to show you how these cupcakes have baked. So the cupcakes have baked beautifully, and you can see it is just really very soft. I am going to show a toothpick inserted into the center of one cupcake, comes out clean, and then you know the cupcakes have baked well. And now once the cupcakes are baked, you need to just take them out of the cake pan after you are able to handle the heat of the pan, and do not leave them in the pan for long, because the bottom is going to capture moisture and it is going to get sticky. Now if you have to bake a lot of cupcakes at a time, then you need to store these cupcakes in ziplocs. You add the cupcakes in the ziplocs and remove all the air out, and seal the ziploc, and then keep them in the freezer. And that you could do that even a few days ahead, because you need volumes of cupcakes, because there is a requirement or a bake sale that you need to take. Now if you have only 12 cupcakes that you need to do, or one batch or two batch, and you want to send it the same day, then you could leave them in room temperature and then frost them and then send it out. Now these are baked. I am going to allow it to cool down for some time. Now I am going to get back and show you how to frost these cupcakes using the cream cheese frosting.